Hello, Dr. Ben, can you hear me?
Hello, Claire. This is Dr. Benjamin Beckler. Good afternoon
Hi. Hi,
and good
everyone.
evening. And good evening to those in Europe and Rome and around the world.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name's Claire Parnell, and I'm Marketing and Brand Manager for NHT Global. I'm calling in tonight from our corporate office in Rolling Hills Estates, California. It's a pleasure to have Dr. Benjamin Beckler join us tonight as our guest speaker to talk about the key enhancements he made to our Triotein formulation, which is now soy-free, hormone-free, and antibiotic-free, and how this whey protein supplement can benefit you and help you unlock your health potential. Triotein is an essential building block for any nutritional regimen and continues to be one of our top selling products in our wellness line globally. And tonight, Dr. Ben is going to explain how he's made it even better. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello, Dr. Ben.
Well, good evening, and thank you so very much for asking me to be on the line this evening. It truly is an honor and a privilege to be able to share time together and to discuss this excellent nutritional supplement that can support health from NHT Global. As you mentioned, Claire, the purpose of this evening's call is to review Triotein and its recent enhancements and the reformulation that I've done, as well as discuss the formula itself and what it does on the inside of the body. You mentioned briefly that the new reformulated Triotein utilizes a new source of whey now that is soy-free, non-GMO, hormone-free, and antibiotic-free, all certified. So we're very excited about that. It also has an enhanced taste and a rebalanced total protein amino blend. So there's been a lot done to maintain the original goodness and to only make it better. Truly a world-class and premium nutritional product to help support health for people. You see, your body is made up of billions of cells, and these cells have the ability to focus on defending invaders. They have the ability to support our own structural integrity, detoxification pathways, and so many other things. But in essence, what our cells do is they promote an optimum environment for dealing with health challenges and to support on a cellular level the different operations our body needs to carry out in order to be healthy. Every day, we have millions of reactions that go on inside our body, inside our organs, and inside our cells. And Triotein supports some very specific pathways. And as you probably guessed, it is important to keep these cells healthy. And that's why the NHT Triotein is so very special. This provides an amino acid substrate formula, really the needed materials to support the body's production of the tremendously important intracellular antioxidant glutathione peroxidase and the overall glutathione pathway. Studies have shown that GSH or glutathione is crucial. It is a crucial antioxidant enzyme, critical in detoxification, critical in addressing free radicals. And this enzyme has been especially indicated as we age, that our levels actually decrease, and all the more reason for nutritional support. And so by incorporating the Triotein, its formula, we can truly support one of the most important defense systems our body has against cellular stress and toxins, and that is with the glutathione pathway. In addition, we'll be talking about some very special aspects of the function of the individual amino acids in that amino acid blend and the rebalancing and why that is, talking about gut health and detoxification and neurologic and even skin and sleep. But let's continue on here and just review in brief what was it that we did to the formula. So first and foremost, we're very excited to now be using a source of whey, again, whey protein isolate, exceptionally exceptionally pure, exceptionally ultra filtered. Just the toxin review and the toxin contamination testing that is done is we've got that actually posted, and your office has a copy. Over 500 different contaminants, just like we do for many of the other products in the NHT line. But the soy-free component. Soy-free is very, very special today because soy is a major allergen. And we know, depending upon some individuals' own dietary choices and cultures, that soy may not be as well accepted in some areas of the world. So we worked really, really hard to do that. The product is hormone-free. We know that whey comes from dairy. We want to make sure that no RBGH is used, or the artificial growth hormones that can be used in dairy. Antibiotic-free as well, making sure, again, that these animals and the farms where the whey and the milk is coming from, that it's antibiotic-free, meaning it's the best for our bodies. It's giving us that ultra-pure, world-class premium formula. As well, we know we have to focus on taste. If something doesn't taste very good, it doesn't matter how good it is for you, but many people may not take it. And so we also worked on the taste to give it an enhanced sweetness, to give it a lighter feel, as well as it has a little bit of a nutty taste now. So it's a very, very light and improved enhancement that we're very, very excited about. Another thing was rebalancing of that total protein amino blend. The individual amino acids in the Triotein formula, the glutamine, the glycine, the cysteine, as well as some of the additional ingredients of the vitamin D, the magnesium, the calcium, the phosphorus. But all of these have additional benefits outside of the glutathione pathway, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But in general, the most important thing to remember about Triotein and what makes this product unique is that it supports the immunity of your body. It supports that glutathione pathway. And this is a critical pathway in your body, especially as we age, to help keep us happy and healthy. Healthy and happy go together. You see, the levels of glutathione in our body actually have direct correlation in clinical studies to our immune system and how it functions. And so appropriate healthy and normal levels of GSH, they help detoxify the body, strengthen the immune system. They support overall cellular health and dealing with cellular stress so that our body truly can function at its prime. Glutathione is essential to the body's natural defense systems, and you can read about the glutathione pathway and how it functions in your body online or in medical textbooks. But the reason that we call it Triotein, that tri meaning three, is because of the three very special ingredients of the glutamine, the glycine, and the cysteine that work together to form support for the glutathione production. These three amino acids are needed for the production of the glutathione. And they exist in our bodies. They can actually shift between different forms, cysteine and cysteine, glutamine and glutamate. So these do some shifting in our body, but we provide the base substrate support, those ingredients that are needed for our body to produce it. It is a naturally occurring antioxidant in your body and part of your body's natural defense system. We simply need to give it the base substrates. A substrate really is a building block, if I didn't explain that term. Substrate is a building block. It's like the wood needed to build a house. And when we build our house with firm, good materials, we know that we can have lasting structure that can withstand storms. And our body, in comparison in this story here, our body undergoes storms. We are all the time under cellular stress, whether it be emotional, whether it be physical, whether it be foreign invaders. So our body needs a way to defend against cellular stress, invaders, toxins from the environment, and especially as we age or under health challenges. So the Triotein truly helps to replenish and maintain our levels of these needed building blocks to support healthy glutathione levels, to really support optimal health. So we're so very excited at the response of the reintroduction, and it was just a joy to work on the formula. It really is one that was very, very fun. And so I want to talk now a little more about the specialized combination and some of the individual ingredients. As I mentioned before, the whey protein isolate. So the whey protein is exceptionally purified. It is cold filtered and processed and microfiltration to separate out and make sure that we have an extremely able to be used protein source by the body. What I mean by that is when we use a whey protein isolate, it can go to work right away. We have greater than a 90% purity on that. And when we think about an isolate by technical definition, when we think of the chemistry, what that means is it has removed some of the initial steps of digestion so your body can use the protein quicker. So if you were to compare it against other sources of whey or protein, for example, a concentrate or casein as a source, it takes longer for your body to use and digest these. Whereas with the whey protein isolate, it goes to work right away. And we know within the isolate, we have a whole family of amino acids that support, including the glutamine and the glycine and the cysteine. These are also naturally occurring within the whey protein isolate as well as then in free form. So this combination together, in addition with all of the other amino acids found within the whey protein isolate, the essential aminos, those needed for muscular strength, those needed for cellular function, those needed for healthy metabolism, those are all found within this world-class soy-free whey protein isolate. Then we have the L-glutamine. L-glutamine is a very, very special amino acid. Again, it plays a role in the glutathione pathway, but also supports deep, restful sleep and in your body working on detoxification. So when we think about gut health and liver detox, I want you to think about glutamine. Again, gut health and liver detoxification. I think I mentioned the restful sleep. That actually want to tie to the glycine down below it. So excuse me there for a moment. But the glutamine, we want to think about, number one, supporting the glutathione pathway. But then secondly, I really want you to think about promoting gut health and promoting liver health. Very, very important. When we think about glycine, I want you to think about not only the glutathione support, but also restful deep sleep and brain function. Wonderful studies on glycine. And we'll get into my recommendation about when to take and try using the Triotein a little bit later. But suffice it to say that trying and using it before sleep can be one strategy to get even more benefit out of the Triotein. When we think about cysteine, this again supports the glutathione pathway for immunity, but then cysteine itself also supports skin and connective tissue. A wonderful way to support, again, the health of our skin, the health of our body, additional benefits to the Triotein. But that cysteine has some wonderful benefits outside of the glutathione support. When we think about our vitamin D3 in the product, we have 100% 400 IUs. This supports so many different pathways. Vitamin D really shouldn't be called a vitamin. It's more like a hormone in your body and plays a key role with immunity. And that's why it's included here in the Triotein formulation. Not only does it support immunity, but of course, along with the calcium and the magnesium, it supports healthy bones and teeth. I would also be short on my talk if I didn't mention the support that we get from muscle health and muscular strength from the whey protein isolate. So again, we all want to maintain strength. The whey protein isolate supports that as well, and a healthy metabolism. But together, when we think about this combination, I want you to think support of your glutathione pathway. I want you to think immunity with additional benefit. A very, very special blend with world-class, ultra pure ingredients. One of the things that people ask me on this slide, what does USP stand for? That stands for United States Pharmacopoeia. And that is meaning we use pharmaceutical grade free aminos, okay, as well as with the vitamin D. And then the whey protein isolate, by definition, just that ultra purified, easy to use for your body. And you'll notice that that's a different in some other products in the marketplace. You have to look at the type of the protein. This is wonderful for individuals who may be challenged in their health in that it is very easy to use by the body from a protein perspective and the individual amino blend that is present there. But the protein isolate is, in essence, the protein digestibility aspect of it is along the digestive pathway for rapid absorption. Again, another aspect of the product that makes it very unique and special. So again, what are the key benefits overall if we were to sum up what we were talking about on the previous slide in the individual aminos and the whey protein isolate with the family? It's really that family of aminos that are present of essential amino acids and others. So key benefits: supports body immunity. And I think this can't be understated in today's world. We are under continual threat from environmental stress, whether it be toxins from our food or from our air or from things in our work environment, whether it be from psychological or emotional stress. That cellular stress is what leads to cellular dysfunction. And of course, we have foreign invaders that can enter our body. So it supports the body's immunity. Primarily, it does this through the glutathione pathway with the antioxidant support. And therefore, it promotes that intracellular protection. Again, when we think about the glutathione pathway, lots and lots of studies supporting and identifying simply its key and critical role in maintaining the health of the body. Then we mentioned the additional amino acids and their additional benefits. Again, brain function and deep restful sleep with the glycine, the healthy bones and teeth, muscle health, the rapid absorption of protein. We talked about the cysteine in the skin and connective tissue. So it really is important. And one thing that cannot be understated is the importance of glutamine for gut health. Because by using glutamine and having higher levels of glutamine in our diet, it directly nourishes our gut. And that when we have a healthy gut, that makes everything else work better and nutrient absorption. So very excited about that. And we were able to rebalance that protein amino blend in what we call now the cellular health total protein amino blend. It's kind of a long name, but what it's meant to imply is that we are focusing on the cells of your body for health, and that we're looking at the total protein content between the whey protein isolate and the free aminos together and looking at the levels here. And that's where we did a rebalancing. And so this total blend now together has 3,500 milligrams, and it's broken between the L-glutamine and the glutamic acid at 2,000 milligrams, the L-glycine at 1,000, and the cysteine at 500. And these are the minimums. And so we test the batches of Triotein to ensure that we have these minimums met, plus additional overage to make sure that we meet shelf life. And so it really is a really wonderful reformulation, improving a product that was already excellent, but just only making it better. You'll notice that when you look at the picture here, we have a nice scoop for the serving size, and we see this nice, light, fluffy powder. You'll notice that the powder has maintained relatively the same color and nature, but you may notice one of the individual amino acids, the cysteine, sometimes can give a little bit of a shine, and that's that individual amino acid, and it gives the product kind of a glow. So it's kind of fun. It's the refraction of the light on the crystals, and so it gives it this sometimes even a glitter, if you want to call it. So it can be very fun in that way. As well, we think about the use of the product when it comes to the amino acids and their blending, but with the whey protein isolate, the lecithin that is used in the product now comes from sunflower versus soy. So because there's sunflower as a part The lecithin is in essence what is used to help carry and the drying of the whey is a part of that and making it into a powder. And so you'll notice that on the ingredient, you'll notice sunflower lecithin. And because of the sunflower, you may notice just a little bit of a sunflowery taste, a little bit of a sunflowery smell, maybe potentially. And so, again, it just represents the goodness of nature, that natural component that's been put together with world class ingredients in a natural, nice state to support our body's immunity. But again, the Cellular Health Total Protein Amino Blend was a name that we gave to try to convey that what we're trying to do is to support the intracellular strength, really the resilience of the cells of the body, because that's where it all happens. It's on the cellular level where our body really needs to function. And we need to make sure that we support our body's immunity and that very special glutathione peroxidase pathway that happens within the cells and within our organs to make sure that we focus on cellular strength and resilience. And over the long term, as I said before, we know from studies that as individuals age, our glutathione levels can decrease. So by keeping the building blocks strong, we can support our levels in our body. So let's talk about directions for use. So the wonderful thing is that this product is very simple to use. And in fact, I start my day the same way in the morning with a Triotein, a part of every day of my nutritional regimen. What's nice is that the Triotein serves as a very special position in the NHT line. You can't find the ingredients in Triotein anywhere else. And a good example would be the omegas and the essential fatty acids. A nice complement. You can't find them anywhere else. And we find within them essential nutrients. Nutrients that we know our body cannot survive without. That's why they're identified as essential. And so in the Triotein, we have a combination of essential and non-essential amino acids together. But in the product line, this is the only place that we find them. So we simply take 1 scoop of Triotein, we mix it with 8 ounces of water or your preferred beverage or liquid. You may notice that the Triotein may mix a little bit better. We worked on the it's called instantization. And this means how quickly it will disperse and spread. Okay? So it's interesting. You can just put it in a cup of water and let it sit and see what happens over a minute to 2 minutes. And you'll notice that it'll be pretty well dissolved by itself. Of course, you get a spoon and you can mix it up and get on with your day. But it really serves as a part of a healthy start to the day. Now, the Triotein we recommend at a minimum that you take 1 scoop per day, but you can take up to 3 times daily. It's evenly spaced through the day. If you're going to take multiple doses, we recommend that you take it throughout the day on an even basis. That way, just to spread out the benefit. I mentioned earlier about the potential benefit for sleep. And so I've had individuals trying it about an hour before sleep, taking their daily dose, or say half or an additional scoop, and have been experiencing some wonderful results. So I would encourage you, if you're trying to support your sleep as well, and remember, our body needs sleep for immunity. So it's interesting how this all ties together, right? We've got support of the glutathione pathway. We have support of sleep. Our immune system needs sleep to function properly. So it really is a very, very nice complement. Very, very exciting. Do not heat or cook Triotein. You'll see that as a bullet point. So we do recommend that you not do that, and that's because you could potentially affect the amino acids that are there. Remember that you've got a minimum of 9 grams of protein from the whey protein isolate. So again, giving your body a great jump start to the day with protein and metabolism, as well as the support of that glutathione pathway with the balancing and the blend of the whey protein isolate and those additional aminos together. It's really the very proprietary ratio and the way that this was put together to support. So it's the combination and the ratios. And of course, ask your healthcare professional for recommended use and additional advice if you want to use it in different ways or take more of the product or have additional questions. Try to inject this product with your healthcare provider for some additional advice if you have questions. And of course, I'm always eager to ask questions and am in close contact with the NHT office. But I recommend that for most people to start their day with the Triotein as a part of their nutritional regimen in the morning when they get up. Have this as part of your core essentials in addressing your body's health, supporting immunity, supporting additional benefits, supporting your protein component. Make it a part of your regimen, just like you do with your omegas and so many of the other NHT wonderful nutritional products. So truly, it is a building block for success, a building block for health, and a building block for the immunity in your body. When we think about traveling, that may be one of the biggest times where we want to keep our immunity and our body strong. And so that's where the NHT Triotein protein powder travel packs come into play and come in as an answer. They're a simple and easy and convenient way for travel, sharing, and just simply put life on the go. I use these when I'm traveling. I use these at the office. So it's, again, just another convenient way on how to nourish our bodies. Again, the NHT products like Triotein, the entire product line, work well and best in combination with a lifestyle commitment to health and wellness. When we think about maintaining activity, maintaining a healthy diet, maintaining healthy relationships, making sure we're taking care of ourselves emotionally, focusing on our sleep and rest, all of these things coming together, working with our physicians and our personal health care providers and having regular checkups. All of these things work together to create that pathway for success for health in our bodies. It's kind of like putting together a puzzle, I like to say. There are many pieces in a puzzle, and you can't solve a puzzle with just one piece. There are different pieces to the puzzle that we have to put together. But there are some pieces of the puzzle that really give us key and critical clues on how the rest can look. And so that's what I would like to encourage you when you think about your health and think about what you're doing in your own life about your own health, to say, am I putting those critical pieces as a guide so I can see, how I'm doing? Am I putting my puzzle of health together by those critical pieces I know I need to maintain health in my body? And part of that is nutritional supplementation to complement and fill in the gaps of a lack in our diet of the appropriate and essential nutrients that we need, or specialized nutrients above and beyond in certain health circumstances. So it really is. People often will ask me, Dr. Ben, if I take a supplement, does that mean I don't have to eat healthy? And the answer is absolutely not. They work together and they work best together. It's simply the fact that we all need help. We all need help in a modern world and life on filling in the nutritional gaps, on filling in our hectic schedules to make sure that we have strategies, we have tools, that we have some of these puzzle pieces right in our pocket that we can put down and lay as a strategy for success. And that's where the Triotein comes in and all the other NHT products. And that's where the travel pack comes in. And that makes it convenient. So it really just can be a great way to support your body's health, while you're traveling. When we think about our goals for ourselves and for those we love, health always is a part of the answer. In fact, some people say, without health, I really don't have anything. Well, we simply recognize that health is a critical part of how we feel and how we interact with others. And we can support our health in very specific ways, and we can make active choices on a daily basis. And so as our call is coming to a close here on the discussion of the reformulation of the Triotein, I want to encourage you to take action. That is, every day, decide to do something for your health, and in fact, do more than one thing. It can start in the morning when you wake up with an attitude of gratefulness, taking some deep breaths, and then transitioning on to putting before you an extremely nourishing program as a part of your breakfast regimen. We think about maintaining activity. We think about, again, all the things we mentioned earlier in the day here on the call about our relationships, emotions, regular checkups, making sure that we're staying active and we're balancing our diets nutritionally. And part of that nutritional component are, are the supplements we take. So I encourage you to make a choice for health, because here's the secret. The secret is that if we don't do anything, we know what's going to happen on average. We know that if we don't take care of our bodies, we know that if we don't make choices for health, we we will not get the health outcomes that we want most of the time. Of course, there are exceptions where we have unfortunate events in people's lives, but for the vast majority, and the studies clearly show that individuals who make healthy choices have better outcomes in their health on average than those who don't. And that's part of what makes the NHT product line exciting, is it makes choosing health easier with world-class premium products that complement a healthy lifestyle and that can also help individuals who are struggling with health challenges. So today we discussed the Triotein, we discussed the new reformulated aspects of the new source of whey. We talked about it being soy-free, non-GMO, hormone-free, antibiotic-free. We talked about the enhanced taste, the rebalanced total protein, cellular health amino blend. And we talked about specific benefits related to immunity and other aspects of our health. So it truly has been a pleasure to be on the line with you. I want to encourage you to use the Triotein as a part of your daily health regimen. And I look forward to getting together, whether it be in person or on another call such as this, where we can talk about health and wellness together. So on that note, Claire, thank you so much for having me on the call. It's been nothing but a privilege and an honor to spend time together.
And thank you, Dr. Ben. Thank you so much for sharing with everyone all about the new and improved formulation on tonight's webinar. I also truly believe that Triotein is such an essential building block for any nutritional regimen because it's packed with those essential nutrients that we need to support vital bodily processes as well as an active lifestyle. And Dr. Ben, I'd also just like to say that we're proud to have you as a partner who's committed to developing innovative new products that can really make an immediate impact on people's lives. And you've been integral when it comes to supporting our ongoing training initiatives around the world to educate our members and customers about the products.
Well,
So,
thank you, Claire.
with that said, I'm confident that everyone will love not only the new benefits of this highly specialized new and improved formula, but also how Dr. Ben has fine-tuned the taste, the solubility, the consistency, and other details to ensure that every serving is really delivering the ultimate user experience. This new formula has already successfully launched in the US, so we can't wait for everyone tonight to try it for yourselves and to share it with your friends and family. So we will not be holding a Q&A session, so this concludes tonight's webinar. If anyone has any questions, please be sure to email those to support.eu@nhtglobal.com so that we can get them answered for you. Have a great night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so very much.